Today we wanted to make a short video on some of the changes that we're going to be implementing for many of you. Actually, at some point it's going to be for everyone, as this is something that is impacting the newer Mac applications or anyone that has to upgrade to Catalina. So I just wanted to show you a couple of things to look at before we go ahead and show you how to view the Citrix applications on the new Macs or the Macs running Catalina. So first thing you're going to see is my background here. Catalina, if you are already upgraded to Catalina, is going to look something like this on your background or something like this. So Catalina has a night mode and a day mode. So the day mode look like this screen, and the night mode will look like this screen and the day mode will look like this screen. Okay, so first things first, we want to go ahead to the top, click the Apple button about this Mac, and here you will see the version of Mac you are running. Currently we're running Mac OS Catalina on this machine. This is now one of the newer Macs. Any newer Mac purchased from October till today is going to come pre-built with Catalina. As you see here, it says version 10.15.4, so that's the latest revision of Catalina. And we are running on one of the newer Macs. So this is exactly the new machine you would be running if you have a new machine. Okay, so we want to close that. Catalina will not let us run the version of Citrix receiver that we need. We can run it on any older version of Mac OS. Some of you are on Yosemite or Mojave and are able to run it just fine there. But on Catalina, you will not. There's a network setting on there that blocks out what the city of New York is using, and it's causing it to not open. So what we did is we went ahead and installed Parallels. Parallels is an application. You see it down here. Any application on your dock that has these two red bars is going to be married to Parallels. So we installed Windows 10 using Parallels, and as you see it on your dock. So any application that you're actually running would be behind Parallels, as we said previously, but the actual application will have its own name, and you'll see the different operating systems. Here I'm running Windows 10 and I'm running an older version of Mac OS also. Tried to run an older version of Mac OS, but it wouldn't let me on the newer Macs. So we're gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like. So here's Windows 10. All you have to do is click on the application on your dock. There's two ways to run it. So right now we're running in what is called coherence. Coherence basically shows you only the taskbar or Windows taskbar. But if you change the view, let's exit the coherence here so you can see it. Now you'll be running Windows as a full screen application, almost like you would any other Mac application. That gets kind of confusing for us, so we're just gonna go ahead and always run it on coherence. So basically, it would only be whatever app opens will show on the dock, and you'll see that coming up now. So to get to your connections or to the Citrix receiver, once we install all the programs needed to run on the newer Macs or any Mac running Catalina, you're gonna have connections and connections training on your taskbar or on the desktop if you're running the full screen version. No other items to see here. So you would just go ahead, click on the connections tab as we did there, enter your username, your password. Once you remember your password and your name and your login name, you won't have to enter it anymore. This should take a couple of seconds. So as you see here, after entering that information, the window automatically opens. And what you'll definitely see is that since we're running coherence and only showing the applications that are open, the Citrix receiver app has the two red lines, meaning that it's running on parallels. And you'll see that difference from any of the other Mac OS apps that you see it down here that do not have those two red lines. So remember, two red lines, that means you're running parallels, and the Windows operating system that we have installed behind it. And as you can see, pretty easy to navigate. You are now in your connections. To log out, you will log out as any other application on Windows or Mac. Here's the X. This will close your session and the application goes away. If you have any further questions, please reach out to me.